Don't worry, you can do it. I don't care if you're not believing in yourself right now. I don't care if no one else is believing in you right now. I don't care if you're sitting there thinking, there's no way I can do this. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you can do it. And I know you can. I know you can because you've already done it so many other times before, and you forget that. But I'm here to remind you. So stick around. I'm Michael Kowal, and I'm here to tell you, you can do this. I don't care how small or big that whatever it is you're doing is, I know that you can do it. I don't care if it's the biggest dream that you've got in the world. You can do it, and I know that you can. And you've done things before. Now you'll forget about it. You're going to deny it. You're going to sit there up until the day you die. You're going to go like, no, I didn't do anything, right? But shut up. You did a lot so far. There were even those times where you even surprised yourself and you did it. And this thing, whatever you're working on right now, is no different. I don't care if it seems huge and insurmountable, if it seems impossible, it is not. Because there's always a way to figure it out. There's always a way to get it done. And really what ends ending up happening, and I've found this out, is what ends up happening is when I am stuck, when I'm stopped, I've realized that it's just the universe telling me there's a different way of doing it. Now, if I want to continue going on bashing up against that wall, that's up to me until I get, all bloodied in the face, right? And you got it dropping down over your eyes and that stings and it's terrible and it hurts and you look stupid, right? Because if you're sitting there banging your head against a wall and you get to the point where it's all bloody and dropping down, you look stupid, okay? Let's admit it. Let's admit what it is. And I have done that all of my life. So I'm here to tell you that you don't have to do that. You can get through this. You can get through it so strong, and you're going to be even stronger on the other side. You're going to be amazing about this. Okay, so now let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. Now, what you got going on is just you're not believing, right? You think, okay, I'm never going to be able to get this done. But what is a belief? A belief is just a thought stuck on repeat. So you're telling yourself that you can't do it, but that is not even fact. It's not even reality. Because how many times have you done things in the past when you thought that you'd never be able to do it? Or how many times have you dreamed of something only to find that, oh my God, here it is in my life, right? And it's the same thing now. You can do it. Just don't give up. You can stop for a little bit if you want, but don't give up all the way. Because you can do it. I know you are stronger than what you think. You're stronger than what everybody else on the planet has told you. Although maybe you've got people in your side, in your corner. And maybe they're trying to tell you that you can do this. And maybe you just don't want to listen. Maybe you want to think of yourself as, okay, yeah, I can't do this, right? There's just no way. Well, stop telling yourself that story because that's a garbage story. Stop it now, okay? That doesn't fly anymore. It doesn't fly anymore because it's not who you are. Because inside you have a strength that you don't even realize. And maybe you've tapped into it a few times before. Maybe you've tapped into it a lot before. Maybe this particular thing that you're after is just kind of getting you down. And God knows we all have those days. We all have those times where it seems pretty impossible. And okay, you just have to live through that. You have to kind of like go through that little dance of not believing temporarily, because in the end, you are stronger than this. In the end, you know that you can do it. And I know that you can do it because you know why? Because you've dreamed it. Because you've thought it in your head. And I believe that anytime you can think something in your head, you're going to be able to make it happen. Just keep going at it. Just figuring it out. Just kind of going up. If there's a wall, you go around that wall. You go over the wall, you go under it, or God knows you go back home, grab about, a bunch of dynamite, put it in the wall, and blow that sucker up. Any way that you need to do, you do it to make it happen. Like I say, try something different. Try many different things. But all the while you're doing it, treat it, whatever. Treat it as a sense of play, because that's what this really is. Those things that are temporarily stopping you right now are not permanent things. I think that what they are a lot of the times is us putting up roadblocks in our own way to help us convince our own selves that we can do it. And I know that you can. I believe in you so much because of what you've been able to show so far in your life. You are strong, you're amazing, you're unstoppable, and you can make this happen. So don't stop. Keep on going. Keep plowing through. Keep figuring out how to do it, because you have it in you to make this happen. You're not the person who stops, right? Or if you are, that was the wrong person. You're looking at a wrong version of yourself, because everyone can do the things that they set their minds to. And I know that a lot of times it gets difficult. And I know the odds seem completely against you. And that happens a lot in life, unfortunately. But a lot of times, one thing that I've found for myself is that especially when the going gets tough, when those things seem next to impossible for me to achieve, it's usually because just ahead is the breakthrough. Usually the biggest breakthroughs for me happen when I'm feeling like I can't do it anymore. Like it's not working. It's never going to happen. But what's never going to happen is if you continue to do it in this particular way. And that's the secret to how to get past this. You try something different. You sit back a little bit, you take a little bit of break, whatever you need to do, have a glass of milk, cup of hot chocolate. God knows chocolate chip cookies. I do those all the time. So get yourself some chocolate chip cookies, right? And then you sit there and you get the strength back. And then you sit there and you go, okay, maybe I'm going about this all wrong. Maybe I'm going at this wall, right? Straight on again, but that's not the way to do it. And I know you can figure it out because you have figured it out all your life. If you want to remember, think back to those times where you actually did accomplish the things that you wanted. Those spectacular, amazing times, and especially when you were a child, because you made stuff happen then. Even if there were times when maybe some bad things happen, but you did make things happen. And those are the times to go back to remember that you really are strong, you're really amazing, and you figure stuff out. And in the end, you don't relent. You don't back down until you get what you want. And it's in a playful way, right? So you get back up, dust yourself off, understand that there's just a different way of doing it. That's all that's happening here. You're giving yourself the challenge. You're giving yourself your own challenge to do even better, to break through in that different way, in that amazing way that only you can figure out. You have done it all of your life, and you can do it now. So don't back down. Don't let up. You can do it, and I know you can. I know it in my soul that you can. Now you know that you can. And get back in there and do it for as long as it takes. And you'll be able to do it. I promise you. Try that this week, okay? Just keep going. Figure out a different way. Back off a little bit. Okay, I'm backing off just a little bit. But then I'm going after it again, and I'm going to figure out the way to do it. Because in the end, you will. Because in the end, you always have. You can do it. I know you can. Now prove to me that you can. Do it. Kick some butt. Love ya.